Today, white people make up about 9% of the population of the Republic of South Africa, which is more than in any other African nation. And almost all of them are the descendants of the European colonists who settled here. Those who descended from the Dutch colonists are called Afrikaners and speak a language called Afrikaans. Racial separation began in South Africa during colonial times, but it was not an official policy of the government until 1948, when apartheid was put into place by the Afrikaner-ruled government. Under the apartheid system, the people of South Africa were classified into 4 racial groups: white, black, colored or mixed race, and Indian Asian. Since it was sometimes hard for the government to tell exactly to which racial group a person belonged, everybody was required to carry a racial identity card, and the government segregated education, medical care, beaches, and public transportation, always providing non-whites with services inferior to those of white people. Then, starting in 1970, black South Africans were even deprived of their citizenship and denied representation in government. During the apartheid era, communities like this one, called townships, grew in size tremendously. Townships started off as segregated areas outside of the cities where black Africans, Indians, and mixed-race people were required to live. Many of them began as informal squatters' settlements, filled with houses made from salvaged scraps of wood and metal. Later on, the government started building simple houses in the townships, but the informal settlements still continue to this day. It is interesting to note that people of the Soweto township outside Johannesburg played a major role in South Africa's struggle for racial equality. In fact, apartheid was finally abolished, in large part thanks to the efforts of a former Soweto township resident named Nelson Mandela, who spent 27 years locked up in prison for his anti-apartheid activities. Shortly after the end of apartheid, in 1994, Mandela was overwhelmingly elected the President of South Africa. And today, his small brick home in the Soweto township, complete with bullet holes in the wall, has become a national shrine that is visited by tens of thousands of people each year, who come here to honor this great man's enormous accomplishments.